Hello my mystical magical creatures and my creatures of the night. Happy World Goth Day. And today, as you can see, I have slightly dressed up my game a little. So, if you're new to this and you're wondering what's World Goth Day all about, it's basically just a holiday for goths all over the world to celebrate on this day. And it is a day that we have dedicated for this community to take pictures and videos of everything you do out on this day to show how strong the community still is. So, I know Goth is a fastly dying world, and it's sad, but for those of you who stay and support the Goth Day, kudos to you. So, I decided to make a video, and in this video I'm going to be talking about my 5 to 6 years of experience in the culture. Let's get into that. So, I started getting into the scene in my sophomore year of high school, and it could even go back further than that, because in middle school I was a bit of a baby bat, I should say, and I just didn't know what I was. I didn't know the style of which I was using to express myself, and when I found it, that was in my sophomore year of high school. So, from there, I just kind of been looking through magazines and basing it off of what I would see online and through other things like that. And that was doing so was both confusing and helpful, because one, I got the fashion down, but I didn't have the physical things, like I didn't have pale skin, and I wasn't thin, I wasn't tall either, and I didn't have jet black hair. So those were some issues that I faced as a baby bat growing up into this so complex and so misunderstood subculture. It's been a rocky ride getting to where I am now, being so comfortable and free with myself, but it wasn't always like this. It was really hard, and I couldn't find one person to copy from, because, I mean, you don't want to copy anybody in the subculture, because then you're not being yourself, you're just being that person's shadow, and nobody wants to be anybody's shadow. Trust me, I know all about the shadows and being in someone else's spotlight. And if you want to know about that, I actually have a video called Tiffany's Friend. I'll put the link to that video below so you can understand where I'm coming from with this and my experience of being the shadow. But being goth is both hard and stressful and joyful and just so much fun, all wrapped in one. But so is life. So goth is life. It's my life, and it's how I live. And I take more of the fashion part of it because, well, one, it's the first thing you see about a person, and two, it's how I like to look anyway. The fashion is what pulled me into the subculture firstly, and then everything else just kind of fell into place after I started getting the feel of what it actually was. So, yeah, you could say I entered for the fashion. And I like clothes, I'm a designer, it's what I do, don't judge me. But as I started getting deeper into the subculture, I started to notice that there was a lot of judgment and a lot of hatred towards other people, especially the baby bats. And being a baby bat myself, then I thought, well, geez, why would I want to be a part of something where everyone's gonna like hate and criticize me, and I'm only just trying to like pick up the crumbs of what they're telling you. Because Goth's not something you can read in a book. It's not something you can just pick up. There's no official rules. There's no laws to anything. It's just you and your love of darkness and all things creepy. That's it. That's it. And you take from that what you will. And that was what I liked about it. There's no rules. There's just you and what you're passionate about and these other people that are also passionate about those things. But it's not that simple anymore. People want to know what bands you're into, and if they're not goth, they're not goth bands, or if they're not at least the cliche goth bands, then you automatically get like these ugly stares, and that's not cool. I don't like that. But it's whatever. When I tell people that I mostly listen to rock music, and they're like, what kind of goth are you? And if that's their answer, then I just know right away that I can't be friends with them, because obviously you don't understand the spirit of what this is, what we are and what we're trying to do. People just need to be more aware of others and their feelings and not just their own. And that's kind of what bothers me about the culture, because most people, or should I just say some people in this culture find it better to just critique everyone else based on what they think is right and not just back off and let them figure it out for themselves, because that's what I do. You guys can ask me questions. You guys always ask me questions. That's what I'm here for, to answer your questions. But I always tell you that this is just my opinion, and my opinion is not final, because that's the way it should be. You should be finding this out for yourself. I can give you a couple of hints and a couple of pointers here and there, but in the end, you're gonna come up with something totally brand new and just something that's totally you. And that's all you have to do. And I also want to throw in that it's never bad to be a cliche goth. It's totally fine. Cliche it up, okay? There's nothing wrong with the word cliche. And I hate it when somebody's at the club next to me is just like, ugh, she looks like such a cliche. I'm just like, so? It's what she likes. Do it up, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. Do it up. Just be yourself, and that's it. If you want to listen to Susie and the Banshees and The Cure, go ahead. Listen to whatever you want to. Read whatever you want to read. Like currently, I'm reading this book, Under the Jolly Roger by L.A. Meyer. It's a pirate adventure book with a female pirate as the main character. Well, yeah. And this book is recommended for ages 12 and up. I'm definitely in the end up category, so I'm reading it. It's not a goth book. There's nothing goth about it. It's just a fun little place for me to escape. But yeah, you can do whatever. It doesn't, just be yourself, okay? Just be yourself. Don't be anyone else. Just focus on you. I did an alternative black girl tag a while back. I'll also put the link to that below in case you haven't seen it. But I did that tag, and one of the questions were asking who or what is your inspiration, and I gave a pretty vague answer because I wasn't really sure at the time on what truly is my inspiration. But I've been thinking about it a lot recently, and I'm going to answer that question again in this video. So, my inspiration is and always will be nature. I think I briefly talked about that being an influence in my life in that video too, but my inspiration will and always be nature, because nature tries to be nothing other than itself. If you plant a lavender flower, you're gonna get a lavender flower, because it's not gonna try and be anything else other than what it is. And some people might find it harsh, like every flower is the same and you want to be different. No, every flower is not the same. Every flower has its own different way of flowing. One flower blooms faster than the other flower. One flower might look more appealing to you than another flower that looks exactly like it. So no flower is exactly the same. Okay, there will always be that one rose that is redder than the rest of the roses. And that's just how it is, okay? So, yes, I'm deeply, deeply inspired by nature as far as my way of life goes. Nature is kind of my everything. I believe in nature and the elements and all of that good stuff, so that's just me though. If there was one thing I can tell my BBAT self right now, it would be to stop worrying, be yourself, just be you, and don't worry about everyone else's opinion, because you'll find out later enough that your true friends will find you, and everyone else are just phonies. Don't give in to the phonies. The phonies don't love you. The ones who stick around you and don't penalize you for how you dress, those are the real friends. Forget the other ones. Oh, and also, we finally colored our hair purple. Isn't that amazing? Now we can be purple all the time. Told you it would be okay. And Mom totally lets us wear corsets now. It's totally okay. Depending on the time. We're still not that free. Anyways, fellow creatures, I'll see you next video. Time to go out and enjoy your World Goth Day. I know I will. I'm going to a house party and a sleepover. So, see ya. If you want to see more of my face, subscribe. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, because why not? It's free. And if you would like to see me in other social medias, I have my Instagram, which is Victorian Kisses, and my Tumblr, which I have 2 of, by the way. I have the regular Tumblr, which is Victorian Kisses 17, and the second one is the Magical Bat Cat 20. So follow me and see what I'm up to. Alright? Alright. See ya!